Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Monday. Happy freaking Monday to each and every one of you. Wow, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. 1 billion FLR tokens, 1 billion FLR tokens being staked on Sceptre Finance, on the platform Sceptre. I believe it's Sceptre Finance. It's on FLR networks. 1 billion FLR tokens. That is cray cray. That is cray cray. Listen, Pierce's big announcement. They finally completed the integration for the XRPL integrated into the XRPL EVM. That's a big deal. Look, we're still, get ready to do the test net launch, I guess. But this is a big deal. That's a really, 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 really big deal. Hope, can't wait for be able to test that in the test net, see what's good, and finally get that thing launched, so that we can get some access and be able to get into some different liquidity pools and things like that in DeFi. What's going on, Michael Marchese? Life is good, bro. Appreciate you checking in. It's been a minute, bro. Been a minute. Alex G's in the building. What's going on, bro? Alex G is in the building. I am in on Flare. I hope I get the. I really want to stake some XRP on Flare net. Yeah, I hear you, Alex G. I hear you, brother. Appreciate you checking in. So again, happy Monday. It's a big deal. Billion FLR tokens being staked. 1 billion FLR tokens being staked. So that SSFLR APR is pretty good. 40 something percent AP. I think it's APY. For Scepter is pretty significant. I'm still trying to figure out what can I do on a daily in the what is it called? Is it called FAIR, FAIR .flare network? I'm trying to figure out how I can do something over there daily. And I really don't know. How can I do something daily on there? I have to look at it. Maybe it's something I can do more with my SFLR. Over there. We'll have to take a look at it and see. We'll take a look at it together. But the market's doing what the market does. We'll go over the numbers for sure. Life has been really interesting. Decent wallet. Michael Marchese says, have you used the swap feature on the Cent? Are you talking about Decent wallet? Seamless. No, I haven't used Decent wallet. I think that's what you're talking about. I have it, but I don't think I've used it. At least I had it on my old phone, but I don't think I use it. I don't think I've ever used it in any way the Decent wallet. So it's an interesting time. I went over to into the cryptoverse today just to kind of share some historical data for the return on your investment in a dollar cost average strategy um, since 2018, and I put 2022 numbers in. We're going to cover that. And Solana is killing the game. So it's just what it is. Solana is killing the game. So we did 2018, right? Because most of the people came in crypto in 2018. And we did 2022 because Grok says you got to do, the best feedback and accurate information for kind of determining the better return on investment asset is to do the 22 to 24 numbers. So that's what we did. We did that one as well as 2018. What's going on, Ski Mask Citizen? How are you, bro? I don't think I've seen you check in on the channel before, man. Appreciate you checking in. You're saying good afternoon. What's good? Where are you checking in from? Ski Mask Citizen. So yeah, so that's interesting. 1 billion FLR stake. That's pretty good numbers right there, right? I increased one of my what did I increase? I increased something on Scepter. No, on a SparkDex using I put SFLR in a liquidity pool with FLR. So increased that position, not much, just a little. Took profit on a liquidity pool that we had in Meteor. Took that profit there and increased the size of the Wind Moon bag. You know what I mean? That was great. Who else checked in here? We got some new faces checking. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here for sure. Who we got? Zero Cool with the K. Cool with the K. What's going on? What's going on, bro? How you doing? I like Sceptre to enable us to stake XRP. Devon Steve, what's going on, bro? That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. So you guys know Devon Steve. I'm not sure if you know, but I did a couple of posts on X. They kind of went viral. Did a post and a video, with kind of highlighting Hugo Filion, kind of calling out the possibilities of things going bad on DOP. He didn't mention Doppler Finance specifically, but he was kind of speaking to that. That thing went crazy. And so Doppler Finance responded with, from that post and my video, um, with a long thread about what Doppler Finance is doing, yeah, and how they're working with the third parties and how Fireblocks is involved and the MPC and all that stuff. And then today, this morning, and a follow-up to that, they are going to do an AMA, because listen, so here's what we got. We got two deposit requests from Doppler Finance. The first one was it 100,000 XRP? I think it was 100,000 XRP. I don't remember. 100,000 XRP deposit with us, right? Second batch, I believe, was 1 million XRP deposit with us. And they both filled up in less than 15 minutes or less. First one was a minute. Second one was 15 minutes. My guess is this is mainly from the Japan and Korea area. That would be my guess. Because I don't think those regions of the world were affected as much as in the US and Europe by Celsius Network, Nexo, BlockFi, FTX, etc. So, you know, oh no, Rafi, no way, bro. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Rafi. Rafi says, "Hey CJ, I got rugged for 275,000 FLR tokens, FLR tokens, by an NFT project on Flare." My guess is the NFT project was on Flare. Is that right, Rafi? Ski Mask Citizen said, "Yep, the AMA for Doppler is tomorrow. It's a 6 a.m. Um, it's at 6 a.m., right? Because it says 1400 UTC. So I'm guessing that means 6 a.m. wherever you are. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I looked it up as 6 a.m. for me. Um, whatever 1400 UTC is, that's the time they're doing it. For me, in the central time zone, that's 6 a.m. 6 a.m. It's the Ski Mask is asking which project? Doppler Finance. Doppler Finance. The project that we, talked about bringing native stake into the XRPL and restaking and all those different kind of things like that. I went over the documentation, because they were launching, and I covered something called XRP5, bring in DeFi, institutional or whatever, by way of institutional whatever, to the XRPL. And my post was around and centered around, I was getting a bad gut feeling about how they were doing it. It felt a little like Celsius in a lot of ways because it was too many third parties. And I think I posted about it was too much of trust and reliance on these third parties, and that really got it really got my, I don't know what you would call it, maybe viral deal going on there as far as that post. And then I did a subsequent video how I thought Hugo Filion, CEO of Flare Labs, Flare Network, was kind of defending the ethos of the digital asset space and not having to have this reliance and trust on third parties and what they were doing with Flare Network. So, co-creator Rob, what's going on, brother? How are you? Co-creator Rob says, best way to start the week with CJ in the digital asset space. Aloha, brother. Aloha, man. Yeah, I mean, so that's a little challenging, right? Rafi, that is I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Rafi said, yes, Siege, it was on Flare. Called the Billy Bears thing. Oh no. Oh no, are you kidding me? Oh man. So he says some big Flare names like Hugo were following the X account. So I trusted it too much. Oh man, that's brutal. Yeah, the bad guys are just getting very, 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 very clever in emulating stuff. Getting very, very clever, man, and emulating and posturing as good guys. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. Absolutely sorry to hear that. So, the big news for sure is a billion, 1 billion FLR tokens being staked as Scepter. That's a massive number. That's a massive number. 1 billion FLR tokens being staked over there in Scepter. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And again, I think Barbie, friend of the channel, was saying the APY, APR is like 47%. 47%. So I mean, I staked and occasionally we'll up the stake just because it's in the FLR ecosystem, good APY. It's a liquid staking. You get the SFLR, it's a liquid staking. You can take it and participate in DeFi. It's pretty smooth, right? It is pretty smooth. Let me see if I have the post of this 1 billion FLR tokens being staked. Let me see if I can't find that. That's pretty impressive. AMA announcement. Let's see if I can't get that. That's big stuff. Flare, the ecosystem is kind of doing its thing. Here it is. Crypto Eddie posted it, reposted it. Let me share this with you guys. That's a big deal, bro. That is a big deal. I think the Doppler AMA for us, 6 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. I have to pick up Miss CrypotCeej from the airport at midnight tonight. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a 6 a.m. thing. That's going to be highly unlikely. Hopefully, they will record such a thing. And Clearpool. I mean, just Clearpool announcement is pretty big as well. All right, so Crypto Lady put this out. She said, it seems everyone is staking. It seems as though. Scepter says over 1 billion FLR tokens staked on Scepter LS. This is an incredible milestone that would not be possible without you, our amazing community. Thank you so much for your support on Scepter on Flare Networks. 1 billion, baby. Yeah, it's coming together. And I'm telling you, Rafi, I'm telling you, Flare Network fam, Flare Network has some institutional partners in the pocket, man, like an ace in the hole type deal. I'm just getting that feeling. I don't know anything, no insider stuff. I'm just telling you this, the feeling, the gut feeling that I got going on. I mean, the TVL, I mean, for a newer chain being launched in DeFi, is pretty fabtabulous. Yeah, there it is, man. 1 billion move accordingly. 1 billion FLR tokens. And I guess this is Clearpool looks like it's getting in on the Flare Fair deal. This is what this kind of looks like what this is saying here. Clearpool is joining the Flare Fair with at Flare Networks. Flare Fair is a gamified virtual fair highlighting Flare's DeFi opportunities. That's right. This is this campaign, and they're going to keep doing different kind of tasks and stuff as well. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do I use this thing every single day? So we're going to come back to that. But what this person here is saying is earn effortlessly 3% APR on USDX deposits plus FLR's rewards as well. A bonus 3.24% APR in the FLR token. So that's six something, 6.5. So FLR, it looks like Clearpool is joining the FLR fair. We'll take a look at it later and see what's good. But I do think that it is important to note that Pierce's, they came through with the connection between the XRPL and the XRPL EVM. And it's just about to launch testnet. I think that's significant to note. I think there's a big possibility once it gets done. I really do. So that put this out. XRP ledger interoperability just started. The XLR bridge integration is finally completed. The EVM sidechain DevNet is the first network to connect. All right, so EVM sidechain mainnet launch coming closer so it's getting closer. But let me share this with you guys. Let me zoom this out. Excited to share, says Pierce's Technology, that we finally completed the end-to-end integration between the XRPL and the XRPL EVM DevNets using XLR. So DevNet. We have already started the process of deploying the XRPL EVM testnet with RippleX. More updates to come. So that's cool. What does it say here? It says, while Squid Router will provided a well-curated UI, we've updated our old bridge UI temporarily so you can try it out. bridge.xrplevm.org/brig. PD, this DevNet UI is just functional to test. You need to wait approximately 1:30 to get the transaction completed. I'm guessing that's 1 minute and 30 seconds. And only supports XRP. So I won't be hanging out with any DevNet stuff. But there it is right there. So, they're getting ready to do this testnet launch, which, you'll be able to get testnet tokens and test the XRPL to the XRPL EVM and vice versa, right? From the XRPL EVM to the XRPL ledger. So they're moving along. Testnet, testnet could be 90 days or less. I don't know. Maybe it's 120 days or less. The testnet part of it won't be that long. After testnet, maybe a beta launch or something like that. I don't know. But this is coming along. I think that's significant important to note as well. All right. Let me do the live chat here. What you guys see if some more people checked in. I appreciate you being here on a Monday. I know you guys could be anywhere. You chose to come hang out with the CrypotCeej and fam. Definitely appreciate that for sure. Definitely appreciate that, man. So listen, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be super, super cool. And if you didn't get a chance to do it yet, no worries. Just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the like button and come back and hang out with the CrypotCeej and fam. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. Let me do this because it looks kind of odd, doesn't it? Looks kind of odd. Appreciate you guys being here for sure. So this is big news. 1 billion FLR staked on Sceptre Massive. It's kind of, it's showing participation, it's showing activity, right? And which is, it's the main factor in creating adoption of the chain is activity on the chain, people using the different dApps, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's important, massively important, right? This is why people misunderstand the whole deal with Solana, because people want to talk about it's mainly meme coin activity or whatever. That doesn't matter if you own Solana, right? I used to do this in my business and marketing. I used to tell people, be a gym owner, right? Right. You think like a gym owner, right? As a gym owner, you get two people walking into your gym. They both got memberships. Number one, they both got memberships, right? Gym owner, what's the goal of gym owners? It's the number of memberships. See or no? Right? Number of memberships, right? Now, what is the gym owner not concerned with, right? Two gym owners, two gym memberships coming to the gym members. Here they go. One beelines to the lounge area. And it's like, I know I'm dressed. I got my sweats on. I got my running shoes on, right? I got my protein smoothie. But I'm ahead, before I start to do anything, I'm just going to head to the lounge area. ESPN is on. I'm just going to hang out. The other person, beeline straight for the treadmill, baby. Get ready to get that 30 minutes of cardio in, right? Get ready to get that 30 minutes of cardio in, right? Who does the gym owner love the most? The guy that beelined to the lounge area or the dude that beeline to the treadmill? Who does the gym owner love the most? Rick Cisneros. Who does the gym owner love the most? The dude that came, got the gym membership, showed up at the gym, and beeline to the lounge area, or the dude that got the gym membership and beelined to the treadmill? Who does the gym owner love the most? I would love to see what you guys think. Who does the gym owner love the most? I'm a gym owner. My goal, obviously, is to get more memberships, right? Who does the gym owner love the most? The guy who beelined to the lounge area, the guy who beelined to the treadmill? What say you, ski mask citizen? Zero cool, what say you? Which does the bee owner love the most? The lounge guy or the treadmill guy? That's how you can answer. Lounge guy, treadmill guy. Who does the gym owner love the most? Rick Cisneros says the EVM testnet is huge on the XRPL. This will bring the vast amount of developer from the EVM. Well, that's the hopes anyway, from the EVM network to XRPL. That's the hopes. That's the hopes. That's the hopes. They're going to have to discover the prowess of that XRPL, right? Once they discover it, there's something about fast, inexpensive. Something about that, less than a penny. It's just something about it. I think whales would be kind of that would be appealing, less than a penny. So Ski Mask was brave enough to say the treadmill guy. All right, anyone else got any guess? I'm a gym owner. I got one membership going to the lounge, and I got another member going to the treadmill. Who do I love the most? Who do I love the most? Let me refresh CoinGecko while you guys are pondering that. Participation here is key. Fam, who do you think? 95 Bitcoin. What the world? Is that old? 95K Bitcoin? Is that old? So who does the gym owner love the most? I'm gonna wait. So you guys might as well answer. Who does the gym owner love the most? Testing this out for a post, by the way. Then I'm gonna make a post. Ski Mask says, "Oh, pardon me, the lounge guy. The lounge usually has sales, has up sales." Lucas Sprutenberg, what's going on? Lucas says, "Tell me what's going on, Lucas. Where are you checking in from, bro? I don't remember. We got diversified. Oh, diversified keys. Wait a minute, you haven't checked in before either. Welcome to the stream, Diversified Keys. Appreciate your participation. The treadmill guy says the Diversified Keys. We got a couple of treadmill guys. Anyone else?" Lucas is like, "I just want the answer, bro. Just give me the answer." That's good, Ski Message, and that's good. It's sales, right? So, as a gym owner, what's my number one consideration? My number one thing that I'm looking at, right? Because this is in reference to Solana, because people keep saying and suggesting that it's Solana, the vast majority of transactions or activity on Solana is meme coins, right? And this is, again, we're going to reference into the cryptoverse, diversified keys. We're going to go over there and we're going to compare the dollar cost average strategy and lump sum strategy for owning Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Right? So this is in reference to that. The answer is the gym owner is not concerned about the activity. The gym owner is concerned about the number of memberships going up and to the right. The Solana blockchain is not, the Solana owner, the sole token owner, is not concerned about the activity on the blockchain. It's concerned about the number of new dApps, memberships on the blockchain. What's the new dApp? They're all moving on Solana. Virtual's protocol, a 2.3 or $4 billion in market cap at one time. Did it in less than 12 months, 0 to 2.3 billion, maybe 2.4 billion in market cap in less than 12 months. Just recently launched on Solana, expanding its reach from just Base to Solana. I would argue that if you own Sol, that's a good thing. If you own the Solana token, that's a good thing. Right? You want more dApps. The dApps bring activity. More dApps coming on your chain is what they call, Raoul Pal likes to call, network adoption. More and more people adopting and joining on the blockchain. Right? Because what people want to do is what they want to do, Lucas, is they want to qualify the activity. Oh, wait a minute. We got quality. We got quality activity over here. This is quality activity. It's just one person on there, but it's quality. It's just one dApp or service on there, but it's quality. Not if you think like a gym owner. Gym owner wants more memberships. You want more people. In virtuals, I use that as an example because that just recently happened. It is the buzz. The virtuals protocol right now is the buzz in the crypto space. It's in the narrative of AI agents and AI agent frameworks. It's the darling. It's the darling of crypto. Virtuals protocol. Why did they move to Solana and not Ethereum or Arbitrum or Optimism or Mantra or Hedera Hashgraph or Sonic? Why did you choose Solana? You gotta ask yourself that. Jamie Coots of Real Vision Crypto, Real Vision, you know, is part of the hedge fund of hedge funds, as far as analysts, big time analysts, says you go to where the activity is. Focus on the activity of the chain. What does that mean? People joining the chain and people using the stuff that from the people that are joining the chain. You get these dApps and these projects joining the chain. Which one are they running to? They're running to Solana. So people go to use the stuff there. But for you, for investors, right, owning the Solana token is massively beneficial in the return of your investment. In the return of your investment. Dion Johnson got it right. Dion Johnson said neither one. They both paid the membership. Exactly. I used that when I was doing my marketing and business and sales funnels and stuff. Exactly. Be the gym owner. Well, in crypto, being the gym owner is owning the token. Owning the token of the ecosystem that is growing and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. We don't care if the dude came in and went to the freaking lounge. Why would I be concerned about people coming on Solana, using Solana to buy meme coins? Why would I be concerned? There are people like me, there are people like yours truly on Solana, just looked at the meme coins and said, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to Marinate Finance. I'm going to Camino, right? I'm going to MarginFi. But there's a bunch of other people that said, where's that meme coin? Do you understand? But what if there was not a Camino and a MarginFi and a Marinade? What if there was not a Radium and a Meteora? You understand? Right? Then how valuable is my gym? How valuable is owning that gym, owning that token if there's no memberships? This is what Solana understands that the other chains just can't seem to figure it out. That's the difference. Russ Beck says the gym owner loves the stay at home guy the most, right? He ain't coming in there paying his membership every month, but he ain't wearing down the equipment. Oh. It's funny. Rick Cincero says Virtuals is joining the Solana protocol. This is what is growing. The use of the protocol raises the value of the Solana token. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Exactly. That's why Jamie Coots, when he did this video, is it here? Let me share this. The dude just flat out, if you're trying to figure out how to win in the altcoin season, if you're trying to figure it out, check the blockchain with the up and to the right of dApps being built and or joining and the activity. Check that if it's become challenging, right? Right. I shared this with you guys, I think yesterday or the day before. This is a market performance dashboard. In other words, the assets and return on the investment. It says here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. It talks about the dominance of attention and mind share and overall ecosystem activity. Bitcoin, 64.6%. Ethereum, 11%. And Solana, 3.2%. That's current dominance numbers. right? Then it's got 7-day returns if you're interested. Then it's got 30-day returns if you're interested, right? I mean, traders will be interested in that kind of stuff. Then it's got 90-day returns if you're interested. Swing traders will probably be interested in that. Then it has 6-month returns. Again, probably swing traders interested in that. But investors are interested in 1-year return, 2-year return, 5-year returns. So the 1-year return, since we're on a journey to becoming a sophisticated investors, diversified keys, Bitcoin's 1-year return, that says 86.6%. 86%. These numbers are for some odd reason, not sure why, Lucas, not sure why, they just, 86%. I get 20x with this thing over here. And we're going to cover these things here. We're going to cover ergodicity, so you guys can understand these things. Right? 86%. Ethereum hasn't fared so well last year, 1-year numbers. How long has Ethereum been in this 2,600 to 3,200 range? It's been a minute, as we like to say. So 1 year for Ethereum is 4.2%. With return, with its dominance in the market cap nearly 4 times that of Solana. The return on the 1 year is minus 2.2%. Solana's return on the 1 year is 73%. This is why we talk all the time on this channel about the 90-10 rule, and we include Solana in it. Okay? 73.9%. Ups and the downs and the sideways range after a year, you're up 73%. Participating in DeFi, in liquidity pools like I'm in with a portion of my Solana. I'm lending a portion of my Solana on Camino. 73%. I'm getting 73% plus whatever I'm getting from loaning the Solana. That's more than 5%. Or this is 74%, 73.9. So that's what is that? How do you get to 74? Sixes. I can't do math. 72, 6%. It's at least 6%, no? A month. Return on your money. A month. This is why Raul Paul says he takes little lifestyle chips, but he just holds. Why would he hold? Because he's getting 73% on his money. He came for traditional finance, where they get down on bended knee and pray for 8 to 10%. 2-year returns. Bitcoin, 298.8%. 298.8% 2 years for Bitcoin. Ethereum, 61.7% on a 2-year. Last 2 years. And the last 2 years for Solana, 726%. This is why Joe McCann's hedge fund, which is the most successful hedge fund in the history of hedge funds in crypto hedge funds, outpacing Pantera and all that stuff, got an award for it, recognized for the kind of like that crypto hedge fund. Solana, 726%. Vast majority of their allocation is in Solana. In Solana. The numbers tell you the whole story, bro. Can't tell people. That's right. Respect. I'd rather people pay the membership and not use and break my equipment. But you understand my point? That's right. That's right. Solana belongs in the Mag 7 portfolio, Rick Cisneros says. I agree. Solana belongs in the Mag 7 portfolio. 90-10. We talk about 90-10 all the time on this channel, Diversified Keys, Ski Mask Citizen. We talk about the 90-10 portfolio. 90%. We in the CrypotCeej's home talk about the 90 and 10% rule. 90% Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or a combination thereof. And then there's 10% for other stuff. It could include meme coins. It could include AI agents. It could include DeFi tokens. It could include up and coming layer ones. It could include gaming. But those aren't in the 90-10. Those are, I mean, in the 90, those are in the 10. In the 10. And up and coming layer one, how does that get into the 90% of your portfolio? It's up and coming. Right? It's not Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana that have proven out what it can do. That has gone up and to the right of the network adoption curve. The Mag 7 has to participate in the up and to the right of the adoption curve. Bitcoin is the greatest adopting network in the history of technology. Ethereum was outpacing it until this last couple of years. Solana outpaced it, and it's recent since it's evolved. Outpacing in the adoption of its chain. You can't use market cap, right? The market cap's going to come, but adoption of the chain is everything. This is where the value comes for the owners of that token. This is what we're hoping happens for XRP. XRP is a proven chain, but it has not proven itself on the up and to the right of the network adoption curve. It has not proven itself. Sure, it's got market cap and a bunch of people own it, and 50 million, that's a lot. But it hasn't gone up and to the right of the network adoption curve, thus not Mag 7. 90%? Sure. Mag 7 is a different thing. Mag 7 is that network adoption plus the network adoption plus the return on its investment, right? And the market cap is included in that. You get to the Mag 7, you gotta click all three of the boxes. Mag 7. You got to get that return on your money. You got to go up to right to the network of the network adoption curve. The network adoption curve, it feeds the return on the money. But let's go to the numbers, Rick Cisneros. Let's go to the numbers. Adoption, Jungle Links in the building says adoption of substances owned by Ethereum. Sure. But the return on the money is not. The numbers just showed it. Grok says that, and I asked Grok, and I'll share it with you if you guys need me to. I asked Grok, I'm trying to factor out main considerations and factors for return on investment. And I'm trying to do it by time frames. Trying to do it by time frame. Do I go back to inception? Right? Do I use since 2012? Since 2009? Do I use since the first what we call it? First charted or calculated bull run? Like, what do I use? I'm asking Grok this, right? This is X's thing. And it says, and it says, nah, probably the more recent years or so, use 22 to 24. That's what he told me. This is what Grok told me. Grok told me this. So I put that, we know on the channel, we've done all the numbers. So I used that from the Grok deal, 22, 24, right? So I'm going to show you since 2018 for those people, because I feel like Jungle, I feel like the vast majority of people in crypto got in 2017, 2018. We got to use 2018 because, you know, how the cycle goes. So we use 2018 and then we're going to use 2022. This is into the cryptoverse. And we use something that I think what the vast majority of people coming into crypto do. I think, I'm not sure though. Maybe more people come into crypto and all they do is just make one purchase and they're just hanging out waiting, right? They would call that lump sum. They would call that lump sum. I think, even though it may be by a small margin, that most people come into crypto and they just buy a little bit when they can, every week, every 2 weeks, every month. I think now they don't know that's called the DCA strategy. They're trying to get in where they can fit in. This is what I think most people do. So I use the DCA amount, right? So we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana with $100 in this. We doing a monthly repeat, monthly, right? From January of 2018 to essentially February 1st, 2025, right? These are the numbers, right? These are the numbers. I'm a gym owner, right? I say we're on a journey becoming a sophisticated investor. I'm not concerned about the activity in the gym. I'm good with the dude who comes to the gym. He's got the membership, right? Right. So Solana, it would be what's the new D app that's come on the chain? The D app's got a membership. Not concerned as a Solana owner about the activity of the person who's got the membership that went to the lounge or went to the treadmill, that went to the lounge or went to the free weights. It don't matter to the gym owner. And the gym owner is the person who owns the token of the blockchain. That's the gym owner. So here's the numbers. Solana, since 2018 till, February 1st, 2025, return on investment is 2,104%. Bitcoin is second at 652%. XRP is third at 589%. And ETH is at 575%. For the longest time, I had Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. For the longest time. But I'm peeping X and I'm peeping the numbers and I'm peeping X and then I'm peeping the numbers and I'm peeping X. And what I'm noticing is stagnation in memberships on Ethereum. I'm noticing the stagnation. The gym owners are confused. There's no direction. They don't know where to turn. In typical owner fashion, sometimes you make a call and it's the wrong call, like layer twos. And dishing out, they dished out all the stuff to the layer twos. Thought it would be great, but the numbers are proving differently. Not just the return on the investment, the activity, the new memberships. They're going to the layer twos. You just got to look at the numbers. So I traded all my ETH into Solana. That's worked out really, really well over the past 12 months, right? So again, Solana, 2,100% from 18 to present. Bitcoin 652 and XRP 589%. How about that? The XRP is the only one I have not traded into and went to the bank with. It's the only one. If we wouldn't have lost all our XRP in Celsius, for sure. we would have traded that stuff, some of that stuff in. But we can't do it now. All right, so let's change this to 2022, because Grok says, the more you're going to get a better, more feedback, more accurate feedback for your return on your investment if you do it from 22 to 24. So I'm going to change this to 2022. Yep, 2022. And here's the numbers. So what date do we got? February 1st, XRP, 459%. This is, it updates real time. 459%. Solana, 453%. Bitcoin, 208%. ETH, 52%. These are the numbers. Somebody asked me the other day, Jungle, I was shocked. Asked me if my XRP was in my 90% bucket. I was shocked. I was borderline offended. What do you mean? Of course it's in my 90%, but it doesn't make it a Mag 7. Mag 7 is another thing. Mag 7 includes the factor of network adoption. What does network adoption kind of consist of? New memberships on the chain, thus leading to activity, subsequently leading to activity. Memberships aren't there. Mag 7 is that's an elite crowd right there. That's an elite club, the Mag 7, baby. Of crypto, that's an elite crowd. Yeah, it's an elite crowd. And Ethereum's gotta have to figure it out, or it's gonna get out of that Mag 7. They have to. It's in the Mag 7 right now. I mean, you cannot argue the amount of memberships on Ethereum, but there is stagnation, right? Going on right now. There is stagnation going on right now, but you can't discount the facts of the majority of the memberships is on Ethereum. You can't argue that, right? So those are the numbers. Those are the numbers, right? Thank God XRP had this little something happen. And this, this is what do they call it? This is not static, this is dynamic. But this is on a DCA strategy. And I think that's important to understand, because sometimes lump sum ends up, I don't know how lump sum somehow changes it, but I guess maybe you buy once and your thing hits real big. So this is a DCA strategy because I think, maybe it's 50, 55, 45, 59, 41, but I think there are more DCAers. In other words, it's just more people who get their assets every 2 weeks or once a month or every week, as opposed to just coming in and just making one purchase. Now, I got a guy at the gym, dude came in, made one purchase. What's going on here? He came in, Jungle, and made one purchase, put $100,000 in. He ain't done anything else. I found out from Grant's brother, Gary Cardone. He's on the inside of these Bitcoin maxis, right? That the vast majority of Bitcoiners, they did a one-time payment. They have not been one time a few times since the inception of Bitcoin, right? So I put that in one time, right? It's been around since 2009, and you made 5 purchases, but they have not been DCAing, the vast majority. The only one I know that has been DCAing from day one is Simon Dixon. That's why 30 million of Bitcoin was no thing to him on Celsius. It was like, yes. He said it too. I think he said it was less than 1%. Anyway, so Joe Buddy's in the Jungle Inc. says, I can disagree with CJ, and he has a convo and doesn't cancel me. Sir, of course. That's how we do it, right? You gotta be able to have a little back and forth. Like people are funny, man. got to be able to have a little back and forth. I mean, come on already. Joe Buddy, what? Uh, Jungle Ink says layer 2 is going to be so epic. Snatching it up. It's snatching it up right now. Yep. If you ran those numbers before you made all the money in XRP and Solana, the numbers would have told you to invest in ETH. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct, Jungle. Right? And so I tell people, the 90-10 is kind of like a textbook example of what they call the barbell strategy, the 90-10. Remember, the 90 is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or a combination of those three. For some people, it's Bitcoin and ETH. Dan Tapiero, classic example. He's like, as much as he listens to Raoul Paul and as much as they're best buds and all that stuff, his hedge fund of companies, he's got crypto companies, his personal investment. Yeah, he ain't messing around with Solana. It's Bitcoin and ETH for him. And him and Raoul are boys. He's like, yeah. His, he may be putting Solana in the 10% bucket, but it ain't in his 90%. It's Bitcoin and ETH. Joe McCann, it's Bitcoin and Solana. Raul Paul is not really following the 90-10. He tells the regular folks who don't have trading skills and macro skills, you do the 90-10. I'm just going to be all in. Like he's gone from Bitcoin all in and NFTs to Ethereum all in and NFTs to Solana all in and NFTs, art and all that stuff. So we now. But he can do that trade stuff. But for us regular folks, we got time to try to figure out when in charting out all these different things to see who's the network adoption curve. That's why he recommends the 90-10, because then I can still have a 10%. Right? The Bitcoin and ETH person can still have 10% Solana. Right? Because in the book Ergodicity, I'm not sure if you read it, but if you're serious about going on the journey of being a sophisticated investor, that's a highly recommended read. Highly recommended read. He quotes and posts a lot of stuff from Nicholas Taleb. That's important stuff. So he talks about the barbell strategy in here, which is the 90-10 is a textbook example. It says in investing, the barbell strategy consists of allocating part of one's wealth to non-risky assets and part to risky ones with high upside. To me, classic example in the digital asset space is SOE and FLR. Risky with high upside. Why is it risky? It hasn't proven itself yet. It's too new. It's early days. It hasn't gone up to the right in the network adoption curve at the pace and relevance that Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana has. Right? So investors who do find themselves wealthier than those investing all their wealth in medium risk assets. One reason is that a medium risk investment is less likely to suffer large losses, but it's not immune to them. And over a long enough time frame, less likely means eventually. Less likely means eventually. The barbell strategy consists of exposing most of yourself or wealth, 90%, to safe activities, and a tiny bit of yourself, the risky ones with high upside. This is distinct from exposing all of yourself to safe activities most of the time and seldom to risky ones with high upside. This is what the XRP holders are doing. The entertaining content creators are doing and promoting that. Doing so puts you at risk of game over, puts you at risk of game over while you perform the latter. Conversely, the point of the barbell strategy is to pursue risky activities in a way that caps the downside, not in parentheses, not by reducing its frequency, but its impact. For every $100, 90 in the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or makeup thereof, 10 in SOE or FLR tokens or AI agents, right? Virtuals protocol, right? Not by reducing its frequency, but the impact. 90-10. 90-10. Right? That's reducing the impact, not saying not to take 10%, not to take that and have a 10% play, not to take that bet, not to invest in Solana, in SOE or FLR, but reduce the impact of game over, as he likes to call it in this book, right? Irreversibility, like he likes to call it in this book. Chungo says, look, you're going to beat the S&P 500 and the triple Q and real estate. What else do you need? Right? You got Bitcoin, right? Over 2 year doing its numbers, Ethereum over 2 year doing its number. You're sneezing at 76%. What's going on, Keyless? The lady of crypto's in the building. How are you? Joe, I would highly recommend you read that book, Ergodicity. It'll help with your, what you're thinking. It was recommended to me by kind of this world renowned investor called Guy Spier, Spier. He's got a book out as well. It's called The Education of a Value Investor. It's good. I haven't read that yet, but I've listened to his videos, and he recommended this book by Luca Delana, partly because Luca references a lot of the stuff from Nicholas Taleb. You guys know that guy, right? So because I just personally believe we're on a journey of becoming a sophisticated investor. I think that's why we're here, ultimately. Maybe even if we don't understand that it is what we're doing, right? I know people say they're traders. I know people say it. No, you participate in trading activities. Right? You participate in trading activities. So I wanted to make that point. I wanted to really, really share, and we're going to go to Fair Flare here because I want to see what else what other kind of activities we can do over there. I don't know what U.S. people can do with Clearpool. I really don't. What can U.S. people do with Clearpool? Okay, so I got to change that. Uh, Chat disconnected. Your network connection is unstable. It's cray cray in the streets. I don't know why that happens. Unable to connect to chat. Please try again. What the world? What the world? Let me refresh. Oh, that's because I maybe because I did a new connection with my VPN. Let me refresh this thing here. Oh man, I tell you. Let me go to here, studio, because the internet connection goes out and it messes up the chat. So I got to go back on the studio, try to bring the live stream up. Hope you guys are still here. Hope you guys are still here. All right, let's see if we can pull this thing back up again. Let's go here to the content. We're only 72 away from 9,000 subs. I appreciate you guys' support. I really do appreciate you guys' support with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. 72 away. All right, so let's see. Let's try this again. I'm going to try to pull up the studio. Because the chat disconnected, guys, just to let you know. But my understanding is like you guys can still hear me and see me, but the chat doesn't suggest that. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be really, really cool if you could do that. Word on the street is 1 billion FLR tokens, 1 billion with a B. It's been staked on Sceptre. I think that's awesome. So on my end here, just to let you guys know, on my computer said the chat was disconnected, blah, 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 blah. Internet connection was not stable. I'm wondering if this whole time you guys were still hearing and seeing me through that whole deal. But in any case, do me a favor, if you didn't hit that like button on the way in, please do. No worries, just collapse the chat real quick. That'd be super cool. And go smash the like, then come back and hang out with the CrypotCeej fam. Keela says, guys, what is the sentiment with VeChain nowadays? Not sure, Keelis. I mean, didn't VeChain kind of steer or go or pivot into and go pivot in a different direction from the what they initially came out doing? Weren't they initially kind of like doing verification and uh the credibility of products and whether or not the products were the actual product on chain, like verification of products? Now it feels like it's doing another completely different thing. Yeah, there it is. Keela says it. Hit the likes, God, next, folks. There you go. Appreciate that, Keelis. So that's kind of what my latest on VeChain. I kind of saw them doing some other thing. Like it's kind of like a pivot from what they were originally doing. Right. So let's go to the fair flare real quick and see if what it's looking like with Clearpool. Okay. Let's go to fair dot. Wait a minute. Fair.flare.network. Fair.flare.network. See if that comes up. There it is. Waiting for it to load. There it is. All right. I'm not sure about the activity, but I feel like it's just something that you should be doing every day. But I don't know what that would be like. What would daily participation be over here on fair.flare.network? What's that look like? Here it is right here. Fun zones. In a mystical world of whispers and lights, Flare Fair offers fun and real DeFi gains for all. Discover new experiences and unlock lucrative rewards now. Really, really like this. Let me hit this join now here. See if it's going to ask me to connect my wallet. I don't know. I'm trying to think like what would be daily activity. When you're getting flare drops, you're getting R as well. Maybe I should have claimed, see if I could have claimed some rewards. I'm going to hit this claim rewards thing, but first let me I'm going to stop the share and then connect. I'll be right back. Okay. Hit the claim rewards. See what that does. And please let me know if I'm buffering or lagging. Can you let me know in the stream if I'm doing that? It's so hard to tell or determine whether or not this laptop issues is the internet or the laptop. Hold on, I'm trying to. Get rid of this here. Trying to clear some stuff up on the laptop. Maybe that'll help. All right, so token management, I don't need. Why is that coming up? I'm wondering. Is that because I click claim rewards? Yeah, that might be it. Let me see something. Let me connect. I clicked claim rewards on the Funflare site. Now I'm seeing, and it took me to the portal. So I don't want to connect while I'm sharing the screen because it could be an intercept deal. All right. Oh yeah, it is. It is that. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm connected. I'm on the emissions. Let me X here real quick. X out of SparkDex. It doesn't say anything. Yeah, I don't think that. It's yeah, it says kinetic 89.9 R FLR. Yeah, anyway, let me share the screen. I don't know. Let me share, and because that's fair. Share. All right, so I'm sharing here. I clicked on the rewards on this, claim rewards from FLR, and it took me to the portal. I clicked SparkDex, nothing. I clicked Kinetic, and more rewards came up. From that, and I don't know if this is FLR rewards or if this is from me just lending on Kinetic, which I have been doing. I don't really know. Anyway, there that is. I clicked that. It took me to the portal. So here's the things, right? You start on Stargate, bridging over USDC, USDT, and ETH, and then you can take that crypto and go to SparkDex and Kinetic and Enosis and BlazeSwap and Cyclo, and there's Clearpool. There's Clearpool. The highest APR says 6.72%. Cyclo is 133%. So I am going to go over to Cyclo, see if I have some more SFLR, because I just entered in the liquidity pool. Wait a minute. I have a little bit of SFLR, like $150 worth. Let's go to Cyclo. Let's try out Cyclo. And we're going to get that CYS FLR, right? It says the highest APR is 133%. All right. So, but the Clearpool, there's Sceptre there. And which you would take your FLR here. Okay. It's interesting the Kinetic was Sceptre. So Sceptre's here. You can take your FLR. So you would bridge over USDC, USDT, and ETH, go to SparkDex, right? Go to SparkDex and you could swap USDC, USDT, ETH to FLR, right? And once you swap, you could go down to Sceptre if that's what you're interested in a little bit less risk in liquidity pools, and you can just stake your FLR and get liquid staking FLR, and then you can take the liquid staking FLR, go over to my favorite, SparkDex, and enter in the liquidity pools with your SFLR with wrapped FLR, which is about as low risk as you can get in a liquidity pool and or liquidity pair, in my opinion. Right? So I have some SFLR, and I'm gonna go to Cyclo and see what's good with 133% APR currently. But let me go to the chat here. Go to this chat here real quick. See if you guys are with me again. My computer is showing I'm lagging. I'm doing all that stuff. Oh, Keela says you've been clear and great sound for me. Oh, okay, there it is. It's so interesting. When my laptop is showing lagging, internet connections unstable that whole time. And so Keyless is saying that, yeah, everything's good with me so on your guys' end, everything's fine. But on my end, I'm getting internet stable connections. I'm getting lagging when I'm looking at my picture. Very interesting. Yeah, I hear you, Keyless. I hear you about the cash out of VeChain and why. And that's why I asked. I want to consolidate all the lazy slant moon assets and put money to work in DeFi. I'm not getting any younger. I hear you. I hear you. So I'm going to take some SFLR, which is liquid staking, Sceptre FLR, and I'm going to figure out Cyclo. I've never used Cyclo, but apparently it's some kind of form of leverage without risk, Jungle, if you're still here. This is what Cyclo says it does. So let's go here. I'll put $100 into this thing here. And then I'm going to go back and claim my rewards of our FLR. So where's Cyclo? Did I pass it? Here's Cyclo. Explore. It says highest APR is 133%. Highest. So let's check it out. I've never used Cyclo. So that'd be cool. Now, the great thing about the fair.flare.network or Flare Fair is every DApp or project comes with the instructional video, which I think is awesome. So let's check out the instructional video together and kind of figure it out. Interesting. Task, rewards, action. Buy Cyclo FLR on SparkDex, BlazeDex, RainDex. Rewards 130%. Well, so, wait a minute. I thought you could take your SFLR and go here. All right, let's watch this video, see what's good.
Get non-liquidating leverage using Cyclo. Step 1.
See, that's not playing.
Lock your SFLR as collateral to mint size flare. You'll get the dollar valuation of your collateral, but in size flare. Step 2. Sell your size flare. Size flare has a market price. The higher the price of size flare, the more leverage you can get from the market. Step 3. Use your leverage capital however you like. Use it to earn yield or swing trade your favorite meme coin. Either way, your collateral stays safe. You won't be liquidated. Step 4. When you're ready, buy back the same amount of size flare you originally minted, keeping in mind the price of size flare can change. Step 5. Burn your size flare and your receipt to unlock your collateral. Congratulations. You just experienced pure DeFi freedom.
Cyclo.finance. So anyway, that's kind of that's some steps there, right? Take your SFLR, you deposit it, you're going to get some CY SFLR. It looks like then you go to SparkDex or Blaze Swap and you trade the CY SFLR. You trade it for another asset. I'm thinking that's how it is. So that's some interesting steps. So let's go through the steps one by one.
SFLR as collateral to mint size.
All right. So it says stake your SFLR for collateral. You see here, let me make this big. Let's make this big for you guys so you can see it. I'm trying this out for the first time. You see here, they're showing an example of a balance of 1,639 SFLR, which is about 20 bucks or whatever. I don't even know. There and hit max and then lock, right? So let's go. Let's see something. Hold on. Let's see if we can't have both pulled up. So when I go to do this, so I don't see. Where is this taking me? I don't want to go to SparkDex. I just want to go. I should go to Cyclo.finance to do this, but let me hit swap here. See what it's saying. Maybe they're saying swap your SFLR. Where is this taking me? Yep, it's taking me to Cyclo.finance. Okay. That's a little confusing, but got it. It should just say launch app instead of swap because anyway. We're going to Cyclo Finance once this loads up. We're going to take some of our SFLR. Maybe I should just take the amount that they got as an example instead of doing it another way. All right, so got to connect a flare. Okay, this means I have to stop sharing again, but don't worry. Connect a flare. I'm going to use wallet connect. So hold on 1 second. Okay, there it is. Hold on. I'm going to stop the share for just a second while I do that. All right, I'm connected. Hold on. Let me reshare with you guys. All right, so I'm connected. It says the first step. Cycle rewards, the first reward period runs from the 7th, 25 until February. All right, so that's already done. After this period ends, 1 million RLFR will be distributed to eligible 1 million to eligible Cyclo FLR holders based on their participation during that period. Interesting. Important, these numbers are indicative. Okay, so that has already happened. January 2nd, February 1, 30 days. So I guess they're in another time frame now. Top 50 accounts. 239,000. All right. So where do I go from here? That's the rewards, docs. Is it app? Top left, app. So there it is there. There's the app. All right. So all right. So I got to put some FLR. Let's do 1639 like they did. I'll do one more. I'll do 1640. No, I won't do that. I'll do 2330. Let's do that. 2330. So I'm going to do 2330. SFLR 2330 shows you a little nice diagram. It's going into Cyclo. It's nice. Going into Cyclo, minting 62 CYSFLR, right? So it's going to be that number. Let's do this. And then you're going to have to hit lock. Let me do something just to have a picture. All right, so I'm going to do it. I'm doing it, fam. That's about 75 bucks. Testing it out, seeing what's good, right? I got some SFLR just hanging out, not doing nada. Taking it over to Cyclo. Doing this. All right. Interesting. It says the current market value is 24.35 something. I don't know. Dollars? Because it's 75 here. But you're saying the current value of CSFLR, I think, and it's saying 25 bucks. Am I reading that wrong or right? I think I am. Global TVL, current lock price. Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe I need to do 1640. Let me do that. So until I understand what's going on here, we'll do a smaller amount. Okay. So I'm going to hit lock. I'm going to hit lock, and it's 44 now. I said 44. Hold on. I got to take another picture. Hold on. It's not 72. It's 44. All right, it says lock. Now, got something here. Before you lock your SFLR, make sure you understand the following. This front end is a tool for interacting with the Cyclo smart contracts. You're depositing funds using your own wallet and private keys. No custodianship of funds exists. They are held by the smart contract. Smart contracts are immutable and cannot be upgraded or modified. Cyclo has been audited. However, this does not guarantee there are no bugs or other vulnerabilities. It's important stuff. The protocol is fully autonomous. There are no admin controls or governance. Cyclo relies on oracles to determine the SFLR/USD price. These are maintained by FLR networks and Sceptre in the case of SFLR. You must keep your receipts token to unlock your SFLR. The value of CYS FLR is determined solely by market forces. Do not proceed if you do not understand the transaction you are signing. Only invest funds you can afford to lose. Verify the smart contract addresses, match the official documentation. Acknowledge and lock. So that's good. I like that they have that there. Now, is this going to be a Bifrost wallet thing? I need to pull that up to confirm a transaction. I'm thinking I may have to. Yep, confirm. All right, confirm. Approving the spend. Close. Preparing a transaction. Confirm. Something went wrong. The lock transition was rejected by the user. I didn't reject it. Maybe I didn't respond soon enough. My app was not open. Try it again. Uh-oh, it's failing. Why is it failing? Why is it failing? All right, let's try it again. I don't know why it's failing. Do I got to check on the FLR. Let's try this, locking it. Preparing a transaction. Says everything is fine here. Network fee is checked. I'm going to hit confirm. Yeah, it's not approving the transaction. I don't know why. But I did try. I did try. You guys were here to see it. But it's saying this transaction has failed, could not be processed. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why. I don't know why. But yeah, it didn't work. So I tried. We'll try again another time. But I tried it there, and I'm getting a rejection of the transaction, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why. So we'll have to figure that out. We'll do that offline. But that's one thing to do with your SFLR if you're interested in doing something like that. Rick Cicero says, not the website, just the Cyclo project, huh? Oh, wait a minute. You guys are talking amongst each other. Okay. Rick says, CJ, Cyclo looks very unprofessional. Really? I do not care what yields they're giving. I am not using them. Not the website, the Cyclo project. Really? Oh, wow. Why do you say that, Rick? Let's just chat live. So the chat's live. That's interesting. So yeah, originally I did 75 bucks, and then I think I did 20 bucks this time, looking good doing it. But it's not, transaction is failing. Transaction is failing. Yeah, I wanted to kind of test it out because I guess Sceptre put a post out and said that a lot of people aren't doing, using the liquid staking FLR, Sceptre FLR, to the best of its capabilities. So yeah, I tried it. I tried Cyclo, and yeah, no luck. No luck there with that. And again, I don't know why. Usually if I get a transaction fail on the Bifrost wallet, it's because of the fee not being met, the transaction fee. But this didn't give any reason for why. It just said it just rejected it. And I don't know what that would be other than maybe the VPN. But I did try. I did try, fam. I did try. So yeah, I'll try again offline and see if it's a VPN. I'll pick a different location or something, but I don't want to mess around with that now because it might mess up the stream. So there it is, fam. Let's celebrate 1 billion FLR tokens staked on Sceptre. That's a massive number. And let's look forward to freaking the XRPL EVM, XRPL to the XRPL EVM sidechain going into testnet, man. I'm looking forward to that. I really, really am. I think that's going to be amazing. And oh, by the way, if you're able to make it, Doppler Finance, Rick Cisnero, they're doing an AMA. They're going to do an AMA. It's 1400 UTC on the 18th, 1400 UTC. So whatever time it is for you in your time zone. I have to pick up Miss CrypotCeej tonight at the airport really, really late. I mean, midnight. So we're not going to get home until nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. So probably not going to be able to get on that AMA at 6 in the morning. Although, and I do have a couple of questions, but I think they left a place for you to ask questions. So maybe I'll go to there and put some questions in, because I'm just, again, my main concern, 1400, 1400. Rick, it's 1400 UTC. Yep, it's UTC time, 1400. It'd be nice if it was, GMT or military. That would be nice. Yeah, so you just Google what time is 1400 UTC, and if you Google that, it'll do it to your applicable location where you are. My guess, if it's 6 a.m. Central Time, is that 4 o'clock in the morning where you are, West Coast? Someone said to them it was 8 o'clock where they were. Aaron Medina's in the building. What's going on, Aaron? Ask me anything, Aaron Medina. Ask me anything is what AMA stands for, or referred to as. Ask me anything. So someone said it was 8 a.m. for wherever they were, but it's 6 a.m. Central Time, Rick Cisneros. It's 6 a.m. Central for that. So that's gonna be an interesting AMA. I'm not sure how they're gonna handle it, who's gonna be hosting. My guess is Crypto Eddie's gonna be in the mix there, but that's just a guess. I don't know anything. So please make note and record. If Cyclo asks if CrypotCeej try to participate, you guys got my back. I did try. So there it is, fam. Thank you so much for tuning in. The word on the street, 1 billion FLR tokens staked on Sceptre is massive. TBO on all of the FLR network, the apps and stuff was pretty phenomenal, considering that it's early days at FLR. Really, really excited again about the XRPL being integrated into the XRPL EVM. I think that's going to be a big time game changer for new developer activity on the XRPL. I really, really do think that's going to happen, Jungle. I think that's going to happen big time. So, and at least I know that is a hope, but I'm expecting that it is going to happen. I really, really am. All right, fam. I appreciate you guys checking in. I'm gonna hop off here, get ready for the gym, have my first meal of the day. What we got going on here? Yeah, that's it. All right, fam. Thanks again for hanging out. Do me a favor, and hit that like button on the way in if you didn't get it on the way out, if you didn't get a chance to do so on the way in. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CrypotCeej, please, if you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're in a mad dash to get to 9,000 subs this month. We're 71, 72 people away, Keyless, from hitting that 9,000 mark. And I know we can get there this month, this time, and especially we can do so with your help. All right, fam. I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you a couple of things. Number one, if you want to learn DeFi strategies, my strategies and concepts and ideas for DeFi, you can hang out, join our Patreon. It's free to join. And patreon.com/Gulf Whiskey Mastermind, GWW Mastermind. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.